Hey guys, it's Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am a full-time reseller on the Poshmark app, and I typically make videos about my journey as a reseller. Now in today's video, it's going to be a little bit different because I am going to be talking about other ways that you can make money at home while you're working on Poshmark, or say for instance you're not working on Poshmark, you could just be looking for ways to make money at home. What I'm about to tell you is going to definitely help you. So I'm going to go back in time to when I started working at home and just kind of give you an idea of how all of this started for me. So in 2011, I was a stay-at-home mom. I had a 1-year-old child at the time and an 11-year-old. And the 11-year-old was in school, the 1-year-old was at home with me all the time. And I have to say, I don't like staying at home if I'm not busy finding something to do, because it's kind of boring. And I get kind of stir crazy and I want to go out and find a job. And eventually, like right now, I might end up going out and getting a part-time job just because it's kind of nice to be able to go somewhere and do something. Work-at-home jobs require a lot of self-discipline, which is something that I really lack. And it's very hard for me to keep my mind focused to do what I need to do. You have to be very disciplined if you want to work at home for yourself. And even with Poshmark, I lack discipline in this area, and so I'm trying really hard to work on it, and it seems to be, going well. I stuck to this for over a year, which is something that I never thought I would do. Like usually I'm like I have an addictive personality, so I get really into something and then I move on to the next thing. I'm like really into that and then I move on to the next thing. But this is something that has stuck, so I know that I truly do love reselling. So it's always good to have something on the side, just in case. This summer I found out that working on Poshmark it can be kind of slow. And I'm glad that I had other sources of income, even though they're not as much as it would be if I was out, working outside of the home on a part-time job. But it was something coming in. And I thought that it would be nice to share with you guys some of these places that you can go online to possibly apply and maybe start doing some part-time work. All of these jobs are part-time. They don't really give you more. I want to say you have to work like a minimum of 10 hours a week. That is like the minimum, or they won't hire you. So we will get into that. But yeah, let me go back to where I started. In 2011, I was at home with my 1-year-old, and that's when I started couponing. And I was so into couponing. It was like the best thing ever. And I decided to create a website based around my couponing so I could share my stories and the photos of like my hauls and all of that. And I had put Google AdSense, where I had advertisements for Google all over my blog. Which is what I call it, a blog. It's a website. It has a domain name and all, but it's a blog. That's all it is. And I started making money through Google AdSense. And not only that, I was introduced to affiliate marketing. So if you don't know what affiliate marketing is, it might sound a little scary or scammy. Some people might see that and be like, yeah, it's a scam. It's not. Say for instance you're on Instagram and you see some of these resellers telling you swipe up now, to go purchase this, or swipe up now to go, do this. Most of them are getting paid when you swipe up on those features. Those are typically referral links. Most of the time those are referral links, and a lot of these affiliate marketing companies have lots and lots of programs that you can participate in, and it'll pay you maybe $1 every time somebody swipes up, or it might pay you $10 if somebody buys something from this site. You might get a percentage. So it just depends on who you're working for. I will link in the description below all of the affiliate marketing companies that I work for. Just to name a few, I work for Shop Her Media, Rakuten Marketing, Commission Junction, who else? Impact Radius. Like there's a bunch of them that I do work for. But like I said, I've been doing this since 2011. I don't really force these links down y'all's throats. That's just something that is dedicated to my blog, and it just stays on there. So it's in search results. Anybody who's searching for certain topics will run across my pages, and that's enough for me. I'm not that desperate that I need to be like, hey, go here and do that and blah blah blah. No. So but yeah, if you have a blog or a website, definitely look into affiliate marketing as an extra way to earn money. I mean, it's so easy. You know, if you're really good at typing descriptive information, try to, you know, to make somebody want to click on something, you know, if you're really good at that, then affiliate marketing may be for you. I struggle. I still struggle with it, but if you're, you know, a good writer, then it's perfect for you. All right, so the next thing, working for Google. So I worked for Google, and it was a company that was subcontracted by Google, basically. I think that's how you say it. And there's multiple companies like this, which I will list all of those down below. But the company I worked for was Lionbridge. So it's lionbridge.com. And what I did for Lionbridge, and I don't think I could talk about pay. I don't know if that was only when I was working. I signed paperwork saying I wouldn't talk about that part of the job. But I'll just say that they pay very, very, very well. It's not minimum wage. It's way more. But you are a page rater. And they have tons and tons of positions, not just page rating. You could do ad rating. With me, I did page rating, and basically I was rating websites. So they would have a bunch of sites would pop up, and I would have to mark it if it was an offensive site, if it was a pornography site, and if pornography affects you, it's not the job for you, because you will see some stuff, just saying. So that, you know, if it's a music site, you have to categorize it. Does this site have to do with music? Does this site have to do with movies? Is this a celebrity site? So it's like a categorizing, basically. But it's a little more than just categorizing. And they have a huge exam that you have to take before you get the job. Now, there are multiple places that hire for the exact same thing. Some of them do with the Google search, some of them do with the Bing search, some of them deal with the Yahoo search. It just depends on who you go to work for. Now, I work for Lionbridge, which was Google, and I want to say LeapForce is another company, and they work with Google as well. So there's 3 companies that I can tell you right off the top of my head, and that is lionbridge.com, leapforce.com, and Appen Butler Hill. It's like, hold on, wait a second, wait. There's still one more, and it'll come to me eventually, and hopefully by the end of the video it'll pop in. But you know, my mind is just kind of like, so much going on, there's not enough room for everything to stick. But yeah, so LeapForce, Lionbridge, Appen are the 3 sites that deal with search, like page ratings. You know, they pay very well, most of them. I know Lionbridge pays very well. I don't know about the others as much. Alright, so let's talk about the exam. So in order to be hired by any of these companies, they all provide an exam that you have to take. And if you pass that exam, you usually get the job, and the pay is very well. The exam is very long, and you have to study for it. I applied at LeapForce, and I had the exam sent to me, and there was a huge study guide, and I was like, I kind of glimpsed over, and I was like, oh, I got this. This is easy. You know, I know how to categorize websites. It's more to that. You know, there's so many different qualifications of categories. It's complicated. You need to study. If you do get that exam, you have to study for it. Don't just jump into it, because I did fail the first exam, and then I got serious and I read it and I understood it, and I failed the second exam. I'm telling you, it's not easy, because it's not the same exam every time. It's something different. So yeah, it was rough. So I could never work for LeapForce. So then I was like, okay, I went to my favorite forum, which is wahm.com. They have great forums for work at home opportunities that you don't have to pay anything for. And somebody said that there was a place called Lionbridge, which was doing the same thing. So I went ahead and I applied at Lionbridge, and I got sent an exam, which was similar. And I studied for it, really studied for it, and I passed. So it took me 3 tries. And then I got hired on. Everything was done online, your communication with your supervisors, all of that. You had to have a minimum of 10 hours work a week. And they did have longer hours that you could work if you wanted to. I think you could do up to 25 hours a week, but the minimum was 10. So if you're looking for an extra job on the side while you do Poshmark, I mean, that's the perfect job. And I'm telling you, they pay well over minimum wage, well over $10 an hour. I'm just saying, just keep that in mind. It's good money. And if you really want to do it, and you really, I mean, it might be something very easy for most people to understand, but for me, I was just like, it took me three times, you know, it took me 3 times doing the test to pass. So it just was something that I thought I knew, and apparently I was very, very wrong. But it is a fun job. But that is just the page rating. They have ad rating where you will actually check the ads that are on the actual pages, I guess, the websites, and you have to make sure that it has to do with the subject matter, because they like to do targeted ads, I guess, where say you're talking about clothing, they want to have like clothing ads popping up, stuff like that. But I never did ad rating, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know that is an option. Now, if you are bilingual, there's so many online jobs that you could do, especially when it comes to those companies. Appen Butler Hill, which is appen.com, they have tons and tons of jobs for people who are bilingual, who can speak Spanish, English, French, English. I mean, you name it, they are always looking for bilingual. They have a lot of opportunities where you can make 25 bucks really quick into your PayPal account. Just for like reading something into your iPhone. It's like very easy stuff. I have a lot of things that I do for them now, where my daughter, my 9-year-old, all she has to do is read words or say phrases into the phone, and it's like, you know, done for research. But right now they're looking for bilingual children to talk these phrases into the phone. But yeah, so those are going to be listed down below, those websites. That is that. Now I want to talk about InstaGC, which is another site that I use every day for like, I don't know, 8 years now, 7 years. I've been there forever. And I promote them on my website constantly. I love them. I don't really promote them to you guys all the time because it has nothing to do with Poshmark. But so InstaGC, which I should probably do like a tutorial showing you how it works. And I think there actually is one on my down further in my older videos, or it could be on my other YouTube channel. I'm not sure. I'll look and I'll figure it out. But the thing is with InstaGC, it's like a task site. So if you have some extra time, you like taking surveys, or you know, subscribing to people's newsletters, just random little things like that. You can make good money on there. There's people who make like $2,000 a month doing it. I personally only use it to get like gas money or money to go sourcing on. And it's not like I don't sit there for hours at a time doing it. If I did that, I'd probably make a lot more money. But like I might do 3 or 4 surveys that might pay me 70 cents each. And then I will go and like sign up for some newsletters. There are some tasks on there that try to make you get free trials, which a lot of people do that. They'll do the free trials and they'll just make sure they cancel it, and you get paid a lot more money if you do that. I personally don't like doing that because I'm scared that I'm going to forget and then I'm going to get charged for it, so I don't do that anymore. I have done it in the past, but like very minimal stuff, like maybe $5 free trial or something. But yeah, so InstaGC, I will put that in the description below also. The thing I like about it is you get the money instantly. So you make the money, you can immediately transfer it to your PayPal. You can request a check, you can put it on a gift card. So many different options there. Now, as for the PayPal, I think that you have to make at least $50 before you can start doing instant payments to PayPal. But like I said, like that's what I do now. I just instantly transfer my money to PayPal and go sourcing or put gas in my car or whatever it is I need the extra money for. So that is just another option that you have. Like I said, there's tons and tons of ways to make money online besides Poshmark and reselling, you know. And Mechanical Turk is another one that's through Amazon. And there's some really high paying jobs on Mechanical Turk. Is that even how I'm supposed to say it? Mechanical Turk? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's Amazon Mechanical Turk. So I think you can go, I'm not sure what you're supposed to type in. I will look for it and I'll put it in the description below. But it is basically like, so there's companies that pay you to do little random things for them. So say for instance, they have receipts from a store. They may want you to just type out what the amount is for each item into a little box so they can itemize it and stuff like that. It's like real work. Little tiny jobs. They don't pay a lot of money, but it does add up pretty quickly. I mean, I've cashed out like 50 bucks in like, I don't know, like a 3-day period before on that site. I haven't been on it in a long time though, so I don't even know if it still exists. Honestly, I don't know. I think it does. Well, obviously it has to. It's Amazon, right? So there's one more company, and that would be Humana Tech. Now, Humana Tech is a disturbing company to work for, I think, because I've heard some things. But basically what it is it's like a call center, kind of. And they don't hear you. You only hear them. So there's people who will be calling into car dealerships. And you basically hear them when they're on hold. Everything they're saying, everything that's going on in the background, them screaming at their kids, cussing, acting a fool. You hear these things. It's so freaky. It's so weird. But you get paid to do that. So basically what you have to do is rate whether the call was a sales call or a parts call, stuff like that. That's it. But you do have to pay attention, and they're like little quick clips. So you basically start off making pennies, and then as time progresses, you start getting paid more. As long as you're doing a really good job and you're getting a good score, your pay will increase. And there's people who are making, I would say maybe 30 something dollars. I'm not gonna say an hour. There's people who probably make like $30 or $30 to $50 a day on there. I haven't been on there in a while, so I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I do right now is just gather money from my affiliate marketing and then do the Insta-GC. So all of these other things are things that I have done, but I do not do anymore. So they could have changed. I don't know. But yeah, so I will leave that link in the description below as well. That one, you actually have to wait a while before you get invited to work for them. But the sooner you apply, you know, the sooner you'll hear from them. It's kind of cool. So that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful to you. My mind is kind of like all over the place, and I'm trying to think, like, is there some place that I'm missing that's extremely important? But I really think like the Google, the page raters, that job is the most important one, and I mentioned that one, and that one pays the most. And like I said, you just need a minimum of 10 hours a week. I mean, come on, you know. And they do pay monthly. They don't pay weekly, they pay monthly, so you get a big check every month. But anyway, so the next video will be coming up on Friday, and it will be 54 clothing brands that have a high resale value, and also introducing you to a new extension that can help you finding out what people are looking for when it comes to certain clothing brands and stuff. So I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.